to my channel, Coin Lady, and thank you for returning. More than 48 million currencies have been collected by whales as a result of the latest developments in the Ripple class action case. Because of what has transpired, this is the outcome. Nothing has happened as a direct result of all that has happened up to this point, rather, it is the outcome of what has happened recently. Current market conditions have led to an 8% increase in the price of XRP, which is directly attributable to a new case in which Ripple Labs, the organization behind this cryptocurrency, has engaged in behavior that has raised eyebrows across the industry. Meanwhile, whales have amassed over 48 million XRP in preparation for the market's recovery, which is expected to create upward momentum. Once the market has broken out of its present standstill, the increasing momentum is expected to follow. The agreed-upon timelines for the eventual settlement of the issue have served to fortify already present positive sentiments. The stipulation order issued by Judge Phyllis Hamilton in the Enri Ripple litigation also played a role in shaping these schedules. Both of these elements have contributed to the improvement in the situation, thus this ruling was considered while creating these schedules. Because of the improvement, this improvement has occurred. The dates have been set and are being emphasized as an additional point of interest. Recent events involving Ripple's currency have led market watchers to assume, and, by extension, formulate, this hypothesis, which has increased the amount of speculation surrounding this asset class. These recent developments have led to this theory. These events are taking place all across the world, and you should pay attention to them. With that said, let's review what has happened thus far. Judge Phyllis Hamilton has set July 26 as the deadline for the parties to submit a notice detailing their intentions on the continued exclusion of 4 experts' testimony. Recent events necessitated the imposition of this deadline. This deadline has now been enforced, so please take note that the notification must contain the information they wish to retain. This is a legally mandated obligation, so please keep it in mind. You should also remember that at the same time, Magistrate Judge Robert Ellman heard the case that Zakhanov had filed against Ripple Labs, in which the parties had been arguing over programmatic sales. Remember that Judge Hamilton agreed with Judge Torres's summary judgment and determined that the asset in issue did not qualify as a security. This is of the utmost importance. Remembering this is essential at all times. Remember, this is the most important thing to bear in mind. You must remember this particular detail regarding this matter because, since the court's decision, whales have started engaging in actions to retain a substantial portion of Ripple's revenue for themselves. 2 whales were able to buy 48.13 million tokens from Binance the day before, according to a tracker who goes by the name Whale Alert. In this case, the whales themselves supplied the data. The tracker was the one who disclosed this kind of information. This kind of data was provided by the tracker, who was responsible for providing it through the exchange that was made available on the Whale wallet address. We managed to get our hands on 24.29 million coins, or $14.52 million. All of this was made possible through the usage of the exchange, which was also the means by which it was made possible. The address was clearly responsible for the acquisition of 23,84,000,000 coins, or $13.77,000,000, after a thorough examination of all the available information became apparent. In light of the foregoing, I am compelled to inform you that the judge and Alyssa Torres have not yet rendered a decision permitting the matter to move forward. After the Ripple's legal proceedings are done, the importance of this cannot be emphasized enough. Everyone in the cryptocurrency community is waiting with bated breath for some good news about XRP. This is because all of the legal processes involving Ripples have been finished. They have expressed their eagerness to receive this news because the currency's worth increased tremendously during the time period covered in the previous section. The increased demand for buying that resulted from such transactions is what caused the value to grow. Because of this, the public was made aware of the investigation's findings. According to the research, this behavior may have originated from the aforementioned enhancements to the XRP ledger, which have undergone substantial changes recently. An additional piece of evidence supporting the optimistic sentiment towards the currency was the relative strength indicator, which stayed at 66. This was an encouraging turn of events. All at once. With the recent changes in the legal system and the increasing value of the currency, this XRP news should give rise to optimism, especially in light of the fact that both events occurred simultaneously. This is particularly common since, in addition to being a good thing, it accelerates growth and makes acquisitions more likely. Put simply, it is a positive development. The investigation's findings were made public upon their release. Given the notable improvements observed within the XRP ledger, it is reasonable to assume that these upgrades are responsible for the emergence of this phenomenon. An additional piece of evidence supporting the optimistic sentiment towards the currency was the relative strength indicator, which stayed at 66. This was an encouraging turn of events. All at once. With the recent changes in the legal system and the increasing value of the currency, this XRP news should give rise to optimism, especially in light of the fact that both events occurred simultaneously. This is particularly common since, in addition to being a good thing, it accelerates growth and makes acquisitions more likely. Put simply, it is a positive development. CoinLast data shows that open interest in the currency futures contracts increased by 7.77 percentage points, reaching 804 points. $11 million due to the increase, which occurred because the open interest grew as more and more of this data was collected. The result of the rise is this. The initial development was a rise in the quantity of derivatives, which eventually reached $3.71 billion. This means that between the prior level and the current one, there has been an increase of 38%. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I'll see you later.